Good morning children. So today we are talking about science class 3 lesson, food habits of animals. So we have done lessons about animals, so different varieties. So now we talk about the food of animals. Animals need food to grow, just like human beings need food, plants also need food. You have to supply all the things for these things. Animals also do need food. They need food to build up their bodies and to stay healthy. All animals do not eat the same food. Yes or no children? I think you must have observed. You must have seen a bird eating small grains. You must have seen a cow eating grass, correct? And you must have seen a dog eating different kinds of food, cats eating different food. These are the most common things you will be seeing around your house. So all different type of animals will be eating a different kind of food. Their methods of eating are also not the same. Some will be biting, some will be having teeth, some will be licking with their long tongues. They will be eating in a different methods also. Depending upon the type of the food they eat, we can divide the animals which are eating different kinds of food into 3 categories. They are herbivores, carnivores, omnivore. I am sure you have done this in the 2nd standard also. So herbivore means plant eating animals. Yes, you have already done it. Carnivores, flesh eating animals, and omnivores, they are able to eat plants also and flesh also. So you are having 3 different categories of animals which are eating different kinds of food, and their methods and eating habits also are different. So today we are going to discuss about that. What are the herbivores? Herbivores are animals that eat only plants. So who are the plant eating animals? Can you tell me some names? Most common, you have seen them all surrounding your house. Cows, yes, very important, easy to remember. Cows, buffalo, horse, goat, elephant, giraffe are some examples. Yes, so you can see the most common examples of plant eating animals. Now let us talk about the carnivores. This is flesh eating animals. So this eats only flesh, and carnivores, plants and flesh. What are the examples of flesh eating animals? Can you tell? Animals that eat only flesh. So these are the big jungle type animals. Yes, tigers, lions, wolf, eagles. Yes, they all, crocodiles. They are all big flesh eating animals. They will be hunting and catching their food. So this you have already known children. Wolves, tigers, lions, very common for everybody. Now what about omnivores? The animals which eat both plants and flesh. So they are called omnivores. So what are the most omnivore animals? Bear, and the most common one which you see, crow, jackal, even the dogs are, rats are also omnivores. Human beings are also omnivores. Do you know that children? We are able to eat plants also and flesh also. There are some people who eat only plants and plant foods. They are called vegetarian. And those people who eat flesh, plants and everything, they are called non-vegetarian. So there are categories in humans also which are eating food. So the most common one, omnivores, plant eating and flesh eating animals. Bear, crow, jackal, rat, tigers, dogs, all these. What type of food that an animal eats depends on the shape of its mouth, jaws and teeth. Yes, this is very important because see, this is very soft, this is very hard. So they need things to eat properly, just like you need your teeth. You have teeth, correct? So if anything soft is there, you can gulp it down, very soft one, just slightly you can squeeze. But when any hard things come in your mouth, you have to use your teeth. There will be sharp teeth, short teeth, big teeth. The same way, animals also have different kinds of teeth and different kinds of mouth and jaw parts which help them to eat the kind of food which they like to eat. So eating habits of the animals are different. So eating habits of animals are different for different animals. According to the mouth, jaws, teeth, they will be eating their food. The first one which come across is the ruminants. This is called ruminant, and the most common example for ruminant is cow. Have you seen a cow eating? Yes. What does it do? So plant eating animals like the cows, the buffaloes and the horses, what do? First they bite the grass with their front teeth and swallow it quickly. And when they swallow it quickly, they cannot take it straight into the stomach. They have to keep it in one place because they have just cut it and they have put the pieces inside the stomach of one part of the stomach. They just put it inside quickly, collecting all the food, you can say. What happens then? When they relax, after a little while, when they finish collecting all the leaves and all, they come back to the shed or they come back to in one shade. They'll sit under the tree or they will stand in the stable, the horses or buffaloes or anything. And when they sit, they take rest. That time they will not move around. That time what do? They bring back the swallowed food back into the mouth. Yes, only these animals have that type of food. That means you can say a small sac-like structure is there in the body and inside the mouth. They collect all the grass and leaves and put inside the sac. And after little while when they're taking rest, they bring the food back again into the mouth. Yes, it is not possible for humans, but they can do it. They bring it back again into the mouth and that time they sit nicely, relaxed way. That time they will bring little food, nicely bite it into paste. Yes, that time the mouth will be working. So you can see a cow when it is sitting and then the mouth is moving like this and there is no grass. They might be sitting on the road or under the tree or in the shed. Where is the grass coming from? They have already kept the grass inside one part of the stomach. They bring it back and then they start making paste out of it, grinding with their mouth. And when that becomes paste, the swallowed food comes back into the mouth from the stomach. Then they chew it well. So this is called chewing the cud. So the cow will chew the food. So this is called chewing the cud. This is very, very important. This is called chewing the cud. So the part which came out from the stomach, again the animal will chew, make it into paste, easily soft, into a nice digestive type of liquid, and then it will again swallow back into the stomach. So what is it? What is the cow doing? They will put the leaves and food in the stomach, bring it back from the stomach into the mouth. That is called a cud. So it will chew the cud into small paste like thing with its strong back teeth. Now first in the beginning for cutting they use the front teeth, and later on for chewing the cud they use the back teeth, and they will grind the food into nice paste like structure, mixing it with saliva and everything. This is known as chewing the cud, and these animals are called cud chewing animals, or they are called ruminants. And then this time it will swallow straight into the stomach, into the other part of the stomach where the digestion will take place, and the extra food or waste food is removed out of the body of the cow as cow dung. Yes, a plant, it is eating only plants and grass. So this is how it will eat. Because of the mouth and the food structure of the animal, they will be eating this in this style. So children, have you understood? Chewing the cud. So the cud chewing animal is called cow. They are called ruminants. They can bring back the food and they can eat. So they are called ruminant. Now what about the flesh eating animals? What type of teeth do you think they have? Yes, animals like the lion, tiger and cat, the most ones, common things you can see. They are having flesh, they are all flesh eating animals. So these animals have a different set of teeth. So the last sharp, they will have sharp teeth here, and the remaining teeth will be like this. So these are very, very sharp fangs, you can say. This sharp teeth is very important for them to catch the flesh, bite them and tear them. So they have a very sharp type of teeth. So these animals have long, pointed, curved front teeth. So they are so strong in tearing the flesh. Then the back teeth are used for grinding the food. So animals which are having very sharp teeth, they are called flesh eating animals, because this teeth is very important for them. According to the mouth part, they are able to use the sharp front teeth to tear the flesh and the back teeth for grinding. So have you understood, children? So with the help of the front teeth, they tear the flesh. With the help of the back teeth, they grind the flesh pieces and they will chew it and then swallow it. So flesh eating animals will do that. So children, The rabbits and the squirrels and the rats are called gnawing animals. So they are called as gnawers. They are also called as rodents. So children, the rodents are rats, rabbits, squirrels, where they keep their mouth full with lot of food stuffed into the mouth, and then they start eating it slowly, chopping the food with their teeth and then swallowing it. Now we are talking about special feeding habits. So these animals are different. So what will do? The babies of the mammals like the cows, dogs and cats, they drink milk from their mother. So this is also another type of special feeding habits. So these animals will be feeding in a different way. The babies need food, so they go to the mother and drink the milk of the mother. So same way, the animals like the cats and dogs also, they also, when you give them milk, they will lick it with the tongue. So these animals lap up the milk, so they are having long tongues. So these are called lapping animals. So they will drink like that. There are some sucking animals also which can suck the milk from their mothers. The same way you have a example of a distinct feature like an elephant. What does the elephant have? It has a very long trunk. Yes. So elephant uses its trunk in many ways. You know that? Very, very important. It can use its trunk in many ways. The trunk is an extension of the nose and the upper lip of the animal. So what does it do? The trunk is used for feeding, for lifting things, for drinking and for spraying water. It can suck water into the trunk and spray on its body. It can take bath, you can say. Yes, it can drink water also. So this trunk is also used for making trumpeting sounds also. See the elephant sound, big trumpeting sound. Yes, the nose or the upper lip of the close to the mouth part is making so many things. It can be used for uprooting the trees also. It will wind the trunk around a tree and pull it out. Yes, it is having lot of strength also. So the elephant can lift heavy things with its trunk. The elephant can sprinkle water over its body. The cat can lap up the milk, and the dog also can lick the milk. Yes. So there are different kind of animals which will be having different types of tongue and mouth parts to eat its food. Now there are some animals which suck blood. Yes, it is an example of a leech. What is a leech? It is a small insect which will stick to the animals which are walking in the grass, like the cows, the buffaloes, the horses, and its food is blood. So what will it do? A small part of the body, it has a mouth like structure, suckers, where suckers are there. It will attach to the body of the cow or the buffalo, and then it will suck blood from the body of the animal. That is the food of the leech. So this is the way it sucks its food from other animals. So this is called a leech. Now next we will talk about is insects like the butterflies and the mosquitoes. They also do not have mouths. What do they have? Yes, butterflies and mosquitoes have a long tube-like structure which is called proboscis. Yes, it is a long tube-like structure. So this structure is like this, very, very long, and this will go into the flower, in the middle of the flower, and this will suck the nectar. So the butterflies will suck the nectar with the long tube-like structure and drink the nectar and fly away. The mosquito will put its proboscis or sharp tube-like structure into the body or skin of the human being and suck that 1 or 2 drop of blood and fly away. So mosquitoes will use this mouth part to suck blood. Butterflies will suck nectar. So this is the body part, proboscis, a tube-like structure. So butterflies will go to the flowers and the mosquitoes will settle on persons or animal skin to suck the blood. So the next variety of thing which you have about eating food, you will be having web, that means spider. A spider will also have a web. For why does it have a web? It will spin a web, but in the web you will see sometimes small insects are stuck up. Yes, the spider is hunting. When it makes a web, small insects will sit on that web. It will crawl there and eat it up. It cannot go for hunting very far away. It cannot have big mouth parts. So what does it do? So the spider traps its food inside its web. Now what does the earthworm do? Yes, the earthworm is a very important farmer's friend animal, it is called. So why it is called? Because it goes into the ground, yes, and it will eat the decaying plants and animals found in the soil. So it makes a hole inside the ground. Whatever is dead and dried up there, the earthworm will start eating that. That means it is making the soil very clean. Yes, children. So earthworm is very, very important. It will help a farmer to see that the soil is cleaned up. You cannot do the cleaning part every time under the ground, but this small earthworm is called a friend of the farmer. It will go inside the ground, eat up. The earthworm will go into the ground and eat up the decaying plants and animals which is found in the soil, clean the soil and return the soil also. It will push out all the waste things out of the soil hole. That way the soil also will be cleaned inside. So the plant will grow well. So earthworm is called a friend of a farmer. So children, today we have done this whole lesson about how the animals have different foods, different eating habits and different mouth parts to eat their own kind of food. So food habits of animals. We have learnt about herbivores, which is plant eating animals. We have learnt about carnivores, which is flesh eating animals. We have learnt about omnivore, which are plants and flesh eating animals. We have learning the different eating habits of animals. We have learnt all the variety here. The ruminants, the cows, they like to do chewing the cud. They cut the plants and the leaves, keep it on the side, and later on they will be bring the food back from the stomach, chew it properly, make a paste and then swallow it. Then there are animals which are flesh eating like the tiger and the lion, which have very sharp teeth, yes, for tearing the flesh, and the back teeth will be grinding the flesh into small soft paste and digesting them. Then there are rodents, rats, rabbits and squirrels, which keep the food in their mouth at the end side. And then when it comes after a little while, they'll bring it in the front, chop the food and then swallow it. So these are the different kinds, and you have special feeding habits also. Some are suckers, some suck milk, some lap the milk, and some have tube-like parts like the proboscis to suck the food or the blood, suck nectar or the blood from the other animals or human beings or flowers. So children, today we have learned about different varieties. See the pictures again, see the names of the animals and what are the food it is eating, what are the mouth part it is having and how it is eating the food. This is very important. So once you understand that, I am sure you can answer all the questions at the end of the lesson. So you can remember that there are animals which are helping you also when they are doing their work. So like the earthworm, earthworm is a friend of a farmer. So children, learn this again one more time, see this again and try to answer the questions at the end of the lesson. Thank you.